Yo, YouTube, what it do? How y'all feeling? Look, are you stuck at a dead-end job? No room for advancement? Can't get up that corporate ladder? Maybe you're stuck somewhere where you're not making a lot of money. You feel like you could do something more. Maybe you're a recent high school graduate and you're looking to get into something, or maybe you don't know what you want to do. Something that's hands-on, fun, great pay. You don't have to worry about college debt. Have you considered getting into the trades or becoming a plumber? Look, come with me and check this out, all right? If you want to get into something and ditch that 9 to 5 or get started in a career with no debt and work a job where you're going to be respected and be part of an essential trade, check out this video. Y'all, so check this out. I'm here for y'all, okay? I'm here for the betterment of our communities, of our trade programs, of our schools, and getting people out of this whole cycle of going to college to try to be successful, because we've completely pitched that to everybody, right? And it's like, you got to go to college to be successful. But I've been pitching y'all and I've been telling y'all, and I want the world to understand that you do not need to go to college to be successful. I want to show y'all how you can get into the trades and find even greater success than your friends, family members, whoever is going to a 4 or 6, whatever, 2-year university, coming out with a bunch of debt and can't even do nothing with it. It is incredible how many plumbers and tradespeople we need out here in the world, and especially in America overall. That's obviously what we're talking about. That's where most of us are right here. I don't know how it is around the rest of the world, okay? But here in America, we are struggling. Even I can't find workers. I've got jobs booked out for all the way into April, May now. So we're talking 2 months from where I'm talking to you today. Luckily for me, I've got a couple of solid employees, at least one major one. I've got another one who does some part-time work for me. But it's so incredibly hard to find anybody, because we got all the older people in the trades are getting out, and we're not revamping with any younger people. Like, this generation of 18 to 35 has just completely abandoned the trades. And it's crazy because, especially plumbing, they're expecting 8% growth year over year up through 2030, which is, per the Labor Bureau statistics or whatever it's called, that is one of the highest when you're looking at any sort of, really any sort of job out there, any sort of, I can't even think of, like, career path or whatever you want to call it. 8% is extremely high. And on top of it, our median salary is around $57,000, which statistically, if you're looking at it, most individuals, for men, I believe our average yearly income is like in between, it's like a range of like 35 to 50, 55-ish thousand. So plumbers make above that average salary. But what I want to show you guys real quick is this website that I'm creating for y'all. This is still at the very beginning stage, okay? And what it's designed to do is to help you guys find jobs, help you find schools, help you find unions, that kind of stuff. It'll be education based on the world of plumbing, so I'll continue adding things in over time. I've got a buddy who's supposed to kind of be helping me build up the website, essentially. And this is coming out of my own pocket. This is my own money that I'm giving, towards all this, because that's how dedicated I am to this. I absolutely love plumbing, and I understand the need that we have out there. So I'm willing to do this for anybody out there that wants it. So I'm going to run through this with y'all real quick. I'm going to kind of give you an idea of the website, how it works, maybe give you some future ideas on what I'm kind of looking to do with it. So let's go ahead and check it out, okay? Figure out. All right. So the website is plumbersociety.com. You can see that right up here. You can do a simple Google search or just type it in up at the top, plumbersociety.com. This is where you're going to want to go to get up-to-date information on the world of plumbing. You know, I'm going to show you the school list and all that stuff and kind of what I've compiled. The website's super basic, but the list that I have started to create, I have put endless hours into it, just trying to find these schools and different unions and like ABC and like all these tech colleges. And I've got a good list of everything in all 50 states. Okay. So the beginning of the website, super basic, you know, if you hit, you can go to Career Finder, find a training center. Let's see if it actually works. Oh, look, it takes you to the Job and Career Hub. Okay, something's finally working in my favor. Really, it's just the bottom of the page, okay? You see, I just go right up. This is a super easy to navigate website. So I kind of go into like what plumbers are responsible. I'm going to start adding in stuff of like why you should become a plumber. I also have clearly like some shortcuts to some of my YouTube videos for people that maybe haven't watched me or seen my content yet and they happen to stumble across the website. This is where they can go watch my videos at and kind of get an idea of what I'm going for into raising awareness in the world of trades and plumbing. So I started this Job and Career Hub because what I want to do is kind of steamroll this whole process of, you know, let's say one day you wake up and you're like, all right, I need to find a new job, or I want to become a plumber, or, you know, I just need to, maybe instead of doing residential, I want to do more commercial work, or maybe I want to get into the industrial side, or I've worked for a union. I don't want to work for a union anymore. Or maybe I want to open my own plumbing business. That is all this information in the future will all be on here, especially the business side of it, because I do want to help people with that as well too. And I've talked about it quite a bit in my videos because going the business route is very logical, especially nowadays. But everybody can't own a business without there being actual workers out there, which is fine. Some people are designed to be the ones to go out there and do the work, and some people are built to run a business. I can tell you now, just from my experience of running my business for a couple years, it is difficult. It is extremely difficult doing all this behind the scenes stuff, running a business. Everybody's not built for this, and that's totally cool. You know, you can still get an immense amount of respect just from doing the typical daily tasks of a plumber, and nobody's going to be like, oh, you're just a plumber. I mean, you might get some people, which whatever, it comes with the territory. Even I get that too. I get that from some of my best customers. Really annoying. Anyways, ABC, and this is the first one I put on here, Associated Builders and Contractors. This is the school I went to and did my training with. And I advise anybody that gets into plumbing or any trade that they go to this school. And they are nationwide, tons of locations everywhere. I'll go through that in a little bit. This is kind of the quick shortcut to get to them. If you're looking for a school, looking for one of their training centers, give them a call. You can go to their website, and they made it pretty simple. You can type in your state, your location, and they'll give you their nearest facility to you. As I advise people, though, get a job first before you go to ABC or any sort of training center. Because what I found is if you're qualified enough, most of these companies will actually pay for your schooling. It makes no sense for you to pay for your school if a company is going to pay for it. And from what I recall, I think you have to be sponsored when you go, which all that is, if you're working for a company, the company is signed up with ABC, so it's a sponsor. So then that allows you to go to the school, your job will pay for it, that kind of stuff. Like nobody in my class was just there by themselves. Everybody worked for a company essentially. So check it out. You know, even if you get started, you can even present it to the owner of the company, or boss, manager, whoever, whatever, doesn't matter. I have also found that a lot of local community colleges tend to offer some sort of plumbing courses as well too. You can also go to plumbing unions. Plumbing unions will typically send you somewhere like ABC, or they'll do their own training in-house. That way you can get licensed, all that good stuff. And then finally, I have local plumbing companies. Now, I haven't done much on here in terms of that, because kind of my future goal on that end is in order for me to keep this website running, I have to be able to generate some sort of money and cash flow from it. I'm not looking to get rich from it or anything, but I have to have a kind of minimum baseline to keep things up and running. So kind of what I'm looking at is plumbing companies would have to sign up with me and get sponsored on the website, but those would be quick and easy ways for you guys to find jobs. But I would kind of want them sponsored on here. You know what I mean? And to me, it seems like it would be beneficial because instead of them posting to like Monster or Indeed, where you're kind of wide open to everybody, you're not necessarily targeting just tradespeople. By them posting on here, they're targeting their specific audience. So I think it'll make it a more streamlined process. But anyways, I created this whole list here. There is a PDF form that I would recommend you download instead of going through it this way. In the PDF form, you can search state by state. It's all in alphabetical order. I have not finished the location, phone, or email for any of these schools. So as that, I can only imagine how many more hours I would have to put into it. And I'm actually trying to find somebody to do some basic data entry for me on that end. But what I have right now is, like right now we can look at Alabama, okay? You can see there's quite a bit on there. So the first section of it, it's going to be the same for each state. The first section of it is community colleges or like, not ABC, but other trade schools that offer plumbing courses. I've kind of done a vetting process on these, and I would say 90 to 95%, be nice if it was 100, but 90 to 95% of these all offer plumbing courses or some sort of plumbing program that you could go to. And you could see here on this next part at the bottom, I can't highlight it, but right here where it starts getting into the unions. So if I go to the next page, we still have Alabama. So I listed all the local plumbing unions that I could find, and I kind of put the area that it was in. And then what I did was, after the unions comes the ABC chapters. So I did due diligence on that and just do the ABC ones in there as well. Same with Alaska. Alaska had like nothing out there. There's not a lot of schools where they go right here. A couple vocational centers, you know, a couple unions, things like that. So that's pretty much how the list is set up. And you could run through that. Like I said, all 50 states on there. Alaska all the way to, was it like Wyoming? I think it's our last one. Every single state is through there. You can also message me separately or just leave a comment. I've had a couple people actually reach out in regards to other schools in their area that might not have been on the list. So if you shoot me a comment, what I'll do is I can dig up some additional schools if you're not finding something in your area, and I'll just email it over to you. You know, might sometimes give me a couple of days. I don't always check this or check my YouTube, but that's the gist of it. So it's the direction I want to go, trying to educate people, trying to get people more involved with this. So if you're trying to find a school or a like a training center, anything like that, or a union to get involved with, pop through here, go through the list that I have. If you have any questions, like I said, drop me a comment. And it's pretty straightforward. Doesn't get more simple than that. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I said, tell your friends about this. If you're a hands-on person and you don't feel like necessarily going to college, or if you've gone the college route, you're having a hard time with, you know, careers, finding a good paying job, things like that, definitely check out plumbing. I vouch for it all the time. It's an absolute great way to go. It's a great career, very fulfilling. It's very easy to start and operate your own business as well if you're a business-minded person. Yeah, and that's all I got for you on this one, all right? Appreciate you checking out the video. I'll catch you on the next one.